And now, your selection. Meet the stars.
Hi.
Your costume is pretty.
Oh, it's not a costume. I'm an elf.
Oh.
Well, technically I'm a human, but I was raised by elves.
Elf is a story about a human baby that ends up stowing away in Santa's bag and ends up being adopted by an elf family in the North Pole and is raised by elves.
Well, if he hasn't figured out he's a human by now, I don't think he ever will.
And Elf is a story of him leaving the North Pole and seeking out his family and finding out who he really is.
Can't wait to see my dad. We're gonna go ice skating and eat sugar plums. Sorry! It seemed like it had the potential of being a funny juxtaposition of seeing this 6'3" human having to live in this world where everything's 3 or 4 feet tall.
Buddy's first experience in New York is that he's intimidated by all the sights and sounds and how big everything is.
Just who the heck are you and what is your problem?
I'm Buddy, I'm your son.
He's certifiably insane.
Essentially, it's a story of someone who initially doesn't belong to the elf world or to the human world, and then he finds out in the end that he can actually belong to both.
You like sugar, huh?
Is there sugar and syrup?
Yes.
Then yes!
I think what's really fun about this character that Will Ferrell plays is that he sort of injects the magic back into everyone's life.
So, Dad, I plan out our whole day. First, we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then, to finish, we'll snuggle.
My style of comedy that I enjoy watching or performing is one where the actors or the characters don't realize they're in a comedy. You know, that the stakes are very high for the characters and they're living a very real story.
You should think about, getting rid of the costume.
But I've worn this my whole life.
You're not in the North Pole any longer.
If a guy with tights showed up in your house, what would you say and react to? But it was very well thought out, and it made it that much more fun.
I wanted to make a movie that had the potential to be a classic that would show every year.
You sit on a throne of lies. Look, I'm not kidding. You're a fake. I'm a fake. He's an imposter!
It's a very sweet story. It's a very nice Christmas story.
Buddy, I think there's something I probably should tell you.
I think Elf will be a wonderful contribution, encouraging a return to the spirit of Christmas. In these dark days of the world, it will provide something sweet, which we need desperately.
Your father, well, he's on the naughty list.
Our hope is that Elf would be considered a perennial favorite.
Santa's coming to town! Oh my God!
I know him! I know him!
Elf.